Welcome back to another video. You already know what time it is, man. My allergies kicking in, so excuse me for that. Even if I sneeze, like, I gotta go ahead and like the video because I'm doing the video regardless of how I feel right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm capturing this content regardless of how I feel right now. So, like, just smash the like button. I would appreciate it for sure. All right, y'all seen the thumbnail. So this haircut is literally impossible to do, to actually finish. You know what I'm saying? This is impossible without the skill, the technique, and a little bit of enhancements, due to the fact that my guy cannot grow. He cannot grow on the sides of the front of his head. Y'all seen the shape, but watch the end cut. All right, so right now we debulking. He have a good amount of hair on his head. You know what I'm saying? On the majority of his head. You know what I'm saying? At the front of his head, y'all seen it. But right now we basically just gonna debulk the whole crown of his head, going down like 1.5 inches, 2 inches, depending on. I'm just trying to basically blend it in at this point. I'm just trying to help him out. Essentially, obviously, he don't want to go bald. And I would recommend people to go bald, man. Go bald. Like, don't be afraid of it. If your hair telling you, like, look, I can't grow no more, don't run away from it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure if you don't have facial hair, I get it. Maybe try to hang on to your hair. Debulking. Feel me? Right now it's all about just blending it in. You can see right here a good angle, the front of his head, plus also like the midway back of his crown. You can see like a hair loss or less hair in those areas than in the other areas. So you can already tell right now it's all about technique and being very precise on what we debulking and what we not. So kind of obviously just don't want to touch the hairs that's not growing as much, and just kind of want to cut down everything else, debulk everything else. All right, now we heading to the bowl. You feel me? All right, now we're gonna wash. Reason why we're gonna wash for a lot of different reasons. Right now we kind of just want to make sure every single hair follicle that we could potentially use is fresh and also laying down. Next, we go to this taper jump. Taper is a key, because this is what's gonna bring all of the blending together as one cut. You know what I'm saying? So right now we're going with a low taper. Reason being is because we don't want to go crazy. We want him to keep as much hair as the hair that's growing as possible. And obviously he wanted to taper too. So as a request from both of ours, we're gonna make sure everything stay intact with those two techniques. Fade, we totally going up about 3 inches with the fade. That's what every single guard we use. About 3.5 inches up. Not too crazy. Now we're flicking that middle line out, making sure that middle line is getting blended perfectly. Then we're gonna come on the back end and make sure that the bottom line is also blended out for a perfect low fade. To all the barbers out there that have to go through this situation, whereas though they know this till they can't, like, hey, maybe you should just try and go bald and still do the haircuts anyway. You double W mans for that. For Shosky. They just don't want to go bald yet, man. And you gotta just get it. Please excuse this dog that's in the background. I'm saying he OD. Wanted to catch the outside vibes today, but apparently I got a couple haters. So right now we're basically going in and detailing the fade up, making sure everything correlates perfectly and make the haircut look as neat as possible. Go in here and get everything right. This side is gonna be sped up because you're basically doing the same thing on the other side. So whatever you're doing on this side, you do on the other side, and it's just that simple. You feel me? Cool little fade action. We speeding it up as well, using the bottoms to also get a good precise line and fade in. Now we're going to the back. Now the back is quite simple. Literally the same thing. You're going up about 1/4 inch to 1.5 inch ski with the whole fade. First you want to go in, one guard open, go all the way up. Whatever size you want to go up, you go with a low fade, you typically want to go up like 1/2 inch each line. So the way you could differentiate each line, the way you can flick out, also blend everything in together perfectly. You just want to make sure you give yourself some room to fade perfectly. Fades is all blend. You just want to blend everything up. You know what I'm saying? So don't overthink it. Keep going crazy. Keep practicing. It's key. You got to get crispy, though. You know what I'm saying? You got to get your clients crispy. Biggest thing about clientele, word of mouth, for real. Who did your haircut? They gonna point you to the right direction. Now you mess around, tell the person that, you know what I'm saying, got some notoriety in his family, whatever the case. You mess around, got another 4 or 5 consistent client cuts. You feel me? Being a celebrity barber is okay, it's cool. But those people that travel this, that, and the third, more risky, kind of. More money for sure, but that's just a different topic for another day. Now this is basically a bunch of detail work. I pretty much explained this whole section and part already. Just basically going in and making sure your lines is perfect to your liking. And yeah, this is just detail work. That's what we call it, just detail work. From lining to fading to making sure the fade is precise. Alright, so right now we're coming in with the foam, with the brush. This is gonna make sure everything is laid down. And then we're gonna come with the Durag just to help support that. We want everything to lay flat so that when we take it off, we can get a good detailed line up in. And now we're structuring the beard to fade in to the actual haircut. Lining really, but now you also have to remember, like, you see a lot of people talk about certain beard parts and how certain people don't like small mustaches or whatever the case. I gotta understand that the clients actually pick what they want. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ask the client, what do you want today? They say a low fade. What do you want to do to your beard? I want to keep the beard, don't touch it. Some people say that. Some people say, do this to the beard. I want to do this and that. We do exactly what the client asks us to do. So for people hating on certain beards, hate on the client. You know what I'm saying? He wanted it. All right, y'all can see the lightness of these corners. But so far, so good. Y'all see also that the hair is laying super flat and super smooth. That's due to the fact that he put foam and also that he prepped the hair by washing it a few minutes before. Now we have to do enhancements. This is an enhancement caution haircut. You have to do enhancements, especially if the light corners are this dark. This light is literally bald. So it's a lot of enhancements being used. Now a lot of people be like, basically your corner's gonna fall off. Or like, I could just slap water on it. Enhancements is kind of powerful. It ain't just like paint. You can't just, you have to scrub it off. You know what I'm saying? So enhancement gonna last you a cool little 3, 4, 5 days to a week before it really show. Unless you go to like a pool or wash your hair, obviously, then you know what I'm saying. But this is the before. Finna share the after. Make sure y'all smash the like button. We out of here. Make sure y'all have a good day as well. Go get to some money.